Hey guys, hey girls. Welcome to my channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do another collective energy reading. This is another follow-up from a TikTok reading I did a little while ago. So, what we got here is Two of Fire. Someone is in a decision-making mode or has been in the most recent past. It says you come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So someone is in the mind frame of what do I do now? They're at the fork in the road. Do I go left? Will that move me forward? Do I go right? Will that move me forward? Someone's in a thinking energy. We have the King of Air. So speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. I feel like somebody is making head over heart decisions when they, excuse me, are pursuing their goals and their next steps. Okay. And then I have Page of Earth. It says good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. This is somebody who probably wants to go to school or start a new career, but I feel like those aspects are good. Pages are messengers. So I feel like there's going to be a message of new money, new opportunities, new ventures coming toward you. So all of that looks good in the hidden energy. It's like something you might not know about yet, or you have an idea, or you put something out there and you're just waiting to hear back. It's coming. The Three of Water is a challenge, right? It so says a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. The need to have more fun. That being in a challenged position is telling me there's challenges with family or friend groups, multiple people, right? But it's also saying one of the things could be, it could just merely be a scheduling conflict issue. For example, there's a lot of weddings, there's graduations coming up, and there's proms, things like that. All of those things coming together at once. So it could be the challenge of, can I appear at this one and not at that one? Can I afford to go to this one or not at that one? With inflation, just trying to show up and be amongst the people and be a part of the celebration could be a challenge right now. I don't want to see that as negative off the bat because so far everything's looking good. Someone's making a decision. Someone's making a decision to move, and they're moving with a passion, right? Important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower, public recognition. This particular chariot has invisible rings. That's like they're there, but they're not there. They're more transparent because they symbolize the willpower it takes to move the chariot forward. And then we have the Ace of Water, overall energy. So there's either a new home or a new love, but there's something new about what this decision is culminating into. It's like with the direction that this chariot is taking someone, it all involves new love, new opportunities, even a resurgence of love, especially with the Three of Cups. But that could be a challenge. It could be a challenge to start fresh with someone you already know. All right, Spirit, tell me, give me more, Spirit. There go that King of Swords again. So someone is clearly in their head. If the King of Air, King of Swords, whatever you want to call it, is still showing up. So it's basically clarifying whatever decision needs to be made. I just feel like, I don't know how I started. I feel like whoever this is that's making this decision, they might stutter because I don't even know why my words were shaking just now or why I felt. And I also feel like they're nervous. All of a sudden, as soon as he dropped, I felt a sense of nervousness, but I don't feel it now. So somebody has to make a decision that they didn't want to make. Or they didn't want to have to make. It's kind of like I have no choice. In order to go forward, I got to do this thing. I have to make this decision. I got to take this effort or this action, right? Tell me more, Spirit. Yep. And this person is now coming out of a dark night of the soul. This is the Nine of Swords on the other side. So it's kind of almost like a Nine of Swords in reverse. But this is somebody getting the clarity of all the things that they've been worried about and unpacking the shadow part of it. There's also a shadow in this card. So it's like somebody doing shadow work and kind of alleviating the stress of their decisions by processing it and stop worrying about it so much. They're learning to cope with their decision. I don't know. I feel like that's what it is. But it's definitely decisions. Somebody's all up in their head and they're trying to relax and just be okay with the decision that they're making. Now my throat chakra trying to close up. What is going on? Spirit, tell me about this page, Earth. Oh, wow. Judgment. So somebody is seeking a new opportunity, a resurgence, renewal, a rebirth, another chance. This is what the page of Earth is. Somebody could be wanting to gift something for that other chance. With the page of coins or page of Earth, it's almost like, I know I want to start new, but here's the seed that we can plant together to start new, right? I said, so somebody is assessing and taking accountability for actions in the past, whether it's theirs or others, or a combination of those. I feel like it's a combination because I feel like somebody is really in their head. They might even be ruminating, but trying to decide what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what went wrong, what didn't go wrong, who did it, did I do it, did they do it? So I feel like there's a lot of self-evaluation going on. Somebody might be taking accountability for their action. Tell me about the Three of Water for Spirit. Oops, one at a time, please. Okay. So somebody, okay, so this Three of Water, which I didn't want to, I felt it, but I didn't want to go there prematurely, but I feel like this Three of Water was a Three of Swords energy. This family situation, family, friends, third party, whatever, cut like a knife. Because this person is in Four of Swords trying to recover from it. That's the lesson. You got to let somebody else put those fires out. They need this Three of Water to deal with whatever they need to deal with while this person takes their leave. This is somebody not getting involved anymore, not bothering to be in the martyr or in the middle of something to save other people or a situation. This is somebody opting out. As you can see, this person is completely opting out. While the fire is blazing, they won't even spit on the fire that's burning right now. They're just staying to themselves. They're probably more like in hermit mode, but they're trying to recover from all the drama that took place with that Three of Water already. Tell me more about this Chariot, please, Spirit. Oops. I want another one. I'll take that's a stack. You know, sometimes I'm led to take a stack. Sometimes I'm not. Tell me more, Spirit. Yes. Somebody is releasing themselves. This is the chat. This is the, I was about to say the Chariot again. This is the Hangman on the other side, right? And on this Hangman on the other side, it's almost like a release. Why? Because there's three people here, and this is the Hangman actually assessing who did what, as you can see. So on this side, you just see him hanging there in suspension. But on this side, he's actually assessing who's talking about him, who decided to put him up there on the gallows and decide to hang him in this fashion. He's really looking at it, but he's not tied to it so tightly that he couldn't relieve himself. He's really not. He's actually getting wisdom from the snake, because the snake in a lot of times symbolizes that. He's also seeing who wears the mask. There's a broken mask here, and there's a scythe. So he could easily be cut down. He could easily probably reach over, or the snake could hand him the scythe and cut him down. He sees who's doing what. All right. And the bottom of the deck on both sides, we have the King of Cups, and then we have the Five of Coins. So the King of Cups, this might send her, I feel like this King of Cups wants a new start, but they feel left out in the cold. They feel left out in the cold because of this third party situation. But right now, currently, they're in their head assessing it. And they know that the action that they're going to take is to cut themselves down and move on from it. They also pass judgment on it, and they want a new beginning somewhere. New opportunities especially. But this Three of Water, this is somebody in a family situation that was arguing, fussing, fighting, gossiping. indulging in a lot of low vibrational energy. Yeah, so, So yeah, this King of Cups he's holding this new situation to himself. He feels, I'm going to clarify that. He feels left out in the cold by something or somebody. Tell me more about this Five of Coins situation, Spirit. Why is the Five of Coins here, Spirit? One at a time, please. Oh, Justice. Okay, it's clearer now. So with Judgment and Justice, one, this king could have legal problems. Two, he could also be incarcerated or about to be because of the meddlesomeness of this Three of Water. Could be taking a fall for somebody. But the other thing too is that he wants this new start. He wants this new home. He's in his head, working on his shadow, stressing over whatever he did wrong in the past. I feel like the King of Cups / King of Swords has a lot to account for. I feel like they did something in the past. Maybe they're emotionally unavailable, or they wouldn't take the steps they needed to take, because now they want to come towards somebody. Now they want to take action. Now they want to move on. And then now they want to cut themselves off this gallows. Now they see who's who, what's what. And I feel like they see the third party for what the third party really is. But it was after there's some things that they did already that's causing them to feel like they are the Five of Coins. So, if you are with someone, I should say, if you were with someone and then you cut them off, they feel this now. And they understand what they did wrong. You five of coins them, meaning you left them out in the cold. And it probably has a lot to do with the fact that they weren't showing up the way they should have showed up. And that's the judgment. They between judgment and justice, they know what they did wrong. So whoever this is for you, they're aware. They are aware what they did wrong. They also know that this third party was the problem. And now they don't want that third party anymore. They don't want to deal with none of that anymore. They are stressed out. But again, they could be, with these two cards, and this right here, somebody could have set them up, especially with this Hangman. Somebody could be setting them up. And now they could be getting out of whatever that setup is, especially with the Chariot. But I feel like they were set up. This could mean that whoever the third party is, the Karmic, whoever that is, right? Or those people are. They could have done some things and then pointed the blame at your king, at your person. And he probably, with this, looking at this King of Cups here, he could have taken that quietly, like took it to the chin and didn't snitch, didn't rat, just took the L. But it put them Five of Coins out in the cold. So they could also be impoverished, meaning they could have lost a lot of money, or they could have a lot of money stolen from them from this Three of Waters situation. That's why they want a new start with the Page of Earth. So if they got money stolen from them, that's why they want to start over now. Damn. They really could have been locked up. This could be a cell. If you look at this card, he look like he's sitting in the bunk of a cell, like a prisoner, right? But this is somebody coming out of it. So somebody might be coming out of a prison. Now, it could be physical or it could be mental, but prison nonetheless. You could be a prisoner of your mind. You let the wrong toxic person isolate you from everything you love, and that becomes a mental prison. So somebody is now seeing who has imprisoned them, trapped them inside their emotion. Let's get to the bottom of who is doing who. Who's doing who? Take another look. Tell me, baby. Don't pay me no mind with my non-singing self, y'all. And my throat all closing up. Anyway. So yeah, somebody was playing this person and they know they have to do something different. They realize now it's not time to sit and think of it. They got to do better. They got to do something different. Like, we all know that, now we all know, let me just not assume. The definition of insanity, as the saying goes, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, right? So that's a, proverb or colloquialism or something like that. That is what people say when they notice people spinning the block a lot, doing the same thing over and over again, and wonder why they can't get anywhere. And I feel like maybe in the past energy with this Three of Swords, somebody was able to trap somebody. Maybe they spun the block a few times, potentially, but now they're doing head over heart decisions. Now they're thinking differently. I think now they're like, okay, I tried that before. It's not working. I kept trying that again. It's not working. Now I need to take assessment and accountability over the fact that I kept trying it and it's not working. Give me more spirit. Oh. So there's a Queen of Wands, and I would call her the Queen of Wands in reverse. Like, this type of energy was somebody who tricked your person. I wanted to know who did it, and she showed up. This person said, I got all the money, I got all the food, I got the housing, I got everything you need for your comfort. Matter of fact, I got enough to make you look good. I got gold, I got riches, I could dress you up, I could make you look fly, I could get you a car, we could start a business together. This person rolled out the red carpet and promised this king something, and promised him, and it distracted him from his heart. That's why he's in the King of Swords on the other side, because he turned his back on everybody and focused on that queen. And that queen was leading him astray because she was just an illusion. She was a fake person. She was false. Tell me more, spirit. She could have just not wanted him to go the direction he wanted to go deep down in his heart. Tell me more, spirit. Right. One at a time. Nothing. Oh, yep. I can make it up. Everything that this queen promised, nothing came out of it. And that is what this king is now realizing. That this was all lies. That everything that they were promised, nothing materialized from it. They got nothing out of it. They're still getting nothing out of it. Meaning they are unhappy, unsatisfied, in their head, not their heart. This person is completely emotionally unavailable because they're too busy right now trying to assess their own feelings in their own mind. This person thinks their feelings versus feel their feelings. A lot of air signs, they say, do that. I don't know. They might be right. But I got a bunch of Cancer placements that say otherwise, so I don't know. But I feel like this person stays in their head, and whatever they thought was going to happen, nothing happened. Nothing that they were promised showed up the way it was presented to them. It was all like an oasis. It was all a bluff. Yep. So this is the Eight of Wands, but this is traveling. So this person is now seeing from a higher perspective. This person is looking over land and sea and thinking, where did I go wrong? And now they know. I think this person might even be talking to other people, communicating with others, trying to help them figure out how to have a rebirth, how to apply themselves. Just because this person could be focused on a job and their money right now because they're trying to recoup what they lost by this oasis energy right there. This person is probably also thinking about no, they're not just probably, because with this Chariot here they are, but they're thinking about how to get away from this Queen of Wands liar. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, and So we got 2 cards of exhaustion. This is clarifying. This is Nine of Wands on the Four of Swords. This person is so worn out by this 3 of water, they don't know what to do. You see this? Tired. Tired. I got to pull it up closer so you can see. Tired, to say the least. This person is exhausted. Just over it. Just... That's the challenge and the lesson. The lesson is now you're tired. So yeah, so now they're working. Now that they see a different position or perspective, right? With this hangman on the other side and the chariot, they're working on their courage. Now you got the 7 to the 8. They're working on their courage. They're working on their strength to pull back from this 3 of water energy, which feels more like a 3 of swords. Let me see, bottom of the deck. Yep, and letting it all go. I can't make it up. It says letting go. This is 8 of Cups. This is somebody crying, purging, and releasing this energy. This King of Cups / King of Swords is like, he's all in his feelings because he's extremely disappointed. But he's in his feelings because he needs a new start. And so in order to get a new start, you got to let go of the old. I've said it in a previous video, but I'm going to say it again. When you close your fist up, what can anybody put in your fist? Nothing, right? But when you open it up is when you can receive. So somebody has to surrender that grip and open up so that they can receive. In order to open up, they got to walk away from the things that they were gripping, that they were holding on to. They got to release those things. So your person is, I feel for your person, but they really are trying to let this go. They really are. I didn't mean to do that. They really are gathering the strength and the courage to walk away, to leave, to let go, to just get the courage up. And I feel like they found the courage. I don't feel like they're trying too hard anymore. I feel like they are so, somebody's just done and over it. It's not that they lack any feeling or emotions that they do. They're full of emotions. But they also know that it wasn't benefiting them. Having emotions for people who didn't love them or they couldn't trust them, who are gossiping and conniving behind their back, who are letting them down, who are driving them away, literally with the chariot, pushing them away. They are exhausted. Your person is exhausted and over it. They want their real divine feminine, because this feminine is not divine. It was not real. This is a false person. This person is giving them an oasis, like, I can promise you everything you ever desired, and then all for it to be nothing. No thingness. None of it turned into anything for your person. Damn. Let's get some charms on this, y'all. Usually I start the reading on this, but I started with my TikTok video. Shake it up real good so we don't have repeats, hopefully. I don't know. Let's see. First up, we got Gemini and an umbrella. So this person, well, the king could definitely be a Gemini. And the umbrella, let me see, we have picture show. We're going to go with picture show. Uh-oh. And we got time is up. Uh-oh. Tell me more. Oh, somebody heard all they needed to hear. Let me see what the bottom is. Tea. Oh, because they heard the gossip. Somebody spilled the tea. Tell me more, Spirit. Somebody started writing things down, recording what was going on. Gingerbread, I don't know what that's about. Oh, maybe during the holidays. So what was the most? Oh, we had Easter. So a lot has happened to your person as of very recently. And I'm going to say going back to December, there's been a huge revelation that they've experienced since that time. And maybe even before. but I feel like there was some significant moments that, you know how when a person is cycling and they keep wanting to go back to a situation because, oh, it's quiet now, or they're not doing what they used to do because, you know, they haven't been that way. And then bam, something happens. So a holiday shows up. And I find that, and you can tell me in the comments if you understand this or if you experience this, but with toxic families, especially, the holidays tend to be, or birthdays tend to be those pivotal moments when some major happening occurs. Usually against the scapegoated person. You know, somebody ruins their birthday and then, well, I had more important things to do, or they start an argument. There's some type of drama that tends to occur to ruin the chances of someone having a good day on their birthday or their holiday or whatever they celebrate, right? Tell me more, Spirit. The key. Oh, so Spirit says this moving on, the strength, this seeing everything in a different perspective is the key to moving on. Let me see what's under here. Yeah, it's the key to moving on. It's a new opportunity that they need to be pursuing. Tell me more. And then we have bells. Oh, okay. So this person is moving on from this commitment. Let me see. Because I feel like when it rains, it pours. Yep. So this person brought the storms of life to your person. This is Gemini energy, Gemini sign on this side. This person came in promising the world and brought the storms of life. The Spirit said that umbrella is protection, able to weather the storms of life. So this person brought the rain, it was hail. It wasn't rain, it was hail coming from this person. This person brought drama, nothing but drama. Here, I feel like time is up. Yeah, wake up call. Somebody got a new revelations as they sat in that Nine of Swords energy and they started doing that shadow work. Ooh, hang on. They started to realize and wake up. So we got the picture show. I think that's what that's called. Let me see. The movie projector. Yeah, they've been replaying what I say at the beginning. This person is in their head reviewing everything. And Spirit says with this projector, they are replaying old memories. Even in nostalgia, but I feel like they're not in nostalgia. They are replaying things in their head. You know, sometimes when you look at a thing another way, you start to realize it wasn't what you thought. And sometimes you embellish things. Sometimes you create a fantasy. And I feel like this person is coming out of the fantasy because everything that they thought they should have by now or they should be doing right now, they don't have it. All right, so 97. Yeah, they've been listening more closely. They've been paying attention now. Mm-hmm. Yep, confiding in loved one. I feel like your person is talking to other people. I think I did say that. They're talking to other people with this teapot, trying to get advice on how to handle and how to have this new beginning that they want. I did say that too, right? Dang. Spirit don't know. That is no joke. All right, so take notes, start writing and journaling. And what is this on the other side? 13. Okay, so this might involve a child situation, but this is leading me back to this is a family situation. This is like blood relative issues that this is happening to. This could be someone's child involved, or they could be the child of someone that's causing them problems. Like that could be the mom. All right, so we have the key. Pieces of the puzzle. You have the answer. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this person put it all together when they was in that hangman position. They put it all together and they figured out who was the source of their money issues and problems. Who was greedy? Who was begging them for money? I don't know if you watched Abbott Elementary. Um, I don't have a paid promotion with them, so don't take it that way. It's a show I love. I watch it with my children. Quinta Brunson is the creator of the show, and she plays Janine, a teacher. And she has been giving little tidbits over the last 2 seasons, because I think this was the last episode of the season, how toxic the relationship she has between her mother and her sibling. And it seems as though her sister, who is an older sister, got away from the toxicity. She was left to deal with the mom. And the mom shows up in this upcoming episode. So you can watch it stream it on Hulu, because it aired last night. Or whatever, Wednesday night. I'm only saying this to say, if this is a parent, this parent promises a lot, shows up, acts fierce, all kind of puts on the show, but comes around really to take something from somebody, to take their money, to only when they're needed, when they need something, do they show up. That this person does not know how to properly express love. And of course, as a child of someone, right, you want your parents' love. So of course you're going to be willing to support and help them. And she was willing, and she had some intercession by the woman, Barbara, that she calls her work mom. I don't want to tell it all, but it touched me in a way that, there was people, I was looking at it on Twitter, and people going, oh yeah, that's right, she showed up. That's right, that's right, that's right. And she was fly, because it's Taraji P. Henson. But when I looked at the dynamics of the actual parent-daughter relationship, mother-daughter relationship, it was extremely toxic, and it was extremely sad to see that a family member would treat their child this way. A parent would treat their child in this way. And she gave her, in some part of that episode, she had courage to stand up for herself. She took a different direction than she would normally take. And she was observant. I think she saw it from a different lens, because I felt like she used to make a lot of excuses for it. But I think by Barbara's intercession, I think she kind of saw it a different way than she would have normally responded to what was happening to her. And I feel like this is what's happening for someone. Take how it resonates, love relationships, family dynamics, but I feel like this is very much a family dynamic. But this person, I would say, like Janine, is moving on. They're letting it go. She's full of emotions like this King of Cups, but she's able to hold all of that in, unfortunately, because she doesn't, you have to feel safe in order to let it out. She's only let it out in words, but she's clearly always been up in her head about a lot. Um, she's the way she talked to her mom, she definitely demonstrated how she felt out in the cold, and then here you are, you coming for something. And justice. She did things in a just way. She had compassion, even though her mom did not treat her right. And then, but she's looking on to a new beginning. Bells, I feel like she's committed to herself. And that was one of the main themes of it before the mother showed up, is her recommitting to herself, enjoying and learning herself, doing something new for herself. Yeah, wedding bells and marriage. I feel like it was her time to choose herself, to love herself, especially with this Ace of Water. Wow, this is deep, because I would not have related the initial cards to that, but as I'm clarifying, I'm seeing how that storyline definitely relates. So Janine was finally, choosing herself, and she's choosing to let go. Now, I wouldn't say that, I wouldn't go that far in the show and say she let it go. I don't think they did a long enough episode to determine what her overall energy will be with her mother, but she chose herself right now. For now, she chose herself. And that's a safe space. That's a safe thing to do. Always bet on yourself. If it's between you and somebody else, always choose you. And I feel like she took the first step to do that, whereas she may not have done that in the past. And that's deep. So if you're dealing with somebody and they're doing this to you, then that spirit's message is to choose you. If this is a person of yours that you know of experiencing anything like this from probably a parental situation and a family situation, the best thing you can do is encourage them to choose themselves. They don't have to choose you. They don't have to choose anybody else. Just ultimately, if they choose themselves, they will have justice. Because justice is simply that, living as your best self with good intentions, with good behavior, with good karma. So that is your message. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please remember to like, click, share, and subscribe. Comment in the comment section. Check me out on TikTok. I just put up another daily, which was the earlier one, but there's one from yesterday. And I will occasionally put up more. I'll try to do them more frequently, but I noticed with the algorithms, I can't do too many in one day for some reason, or they don't get seen. I don't know, and that seems like wasted energy, so I won't be doing it too much. But thank you for coming. Peace.